Herzlich willkommen bei EDZM, eurem Kanal rund ums Reisen, Leben, Motivation und allem Kram, der mir so einfällt. Einige Japan-Fans unter euch haben bestimmt schon mal darüber nachgedacht, in Kyoto zu leben. Ich lebe ja seit 2 Jahren in Kyoto und hier hinter mir befindet sich das Apartment eines Freundes. Denn wer in Kyoto leben will, der muss ja auch irgendwo wohnen. Wie so ein Apartment im Durchschnitt aussehen kann, was man dafür so bezahlt und worauf man so achten sollte, das klären wir heute. Also bleibt dran, Freunde. Ja, Freunde, ich befinde mich hier gerade im Apartment von Billy. Billy ist ja ein Schulkamerad von mir, mit dem ich gemeinsam in die Sprachschule gehe, wo ich hier gerade in Kyoto bin. Und Billy hat mich heute eingeladen, mal sein Apartment zu durchstöbern. Deswegen würde ich sagen, wir sagen erstmal Hi zu Billy und gucken uns doch mal an, was in dem Apartment hier eigentlich so abgeht, wie Billy hier so seinen Alltag verbringt, was das Ganze, wie gesagt, auch kostet und worauf man so achten muss.
Welcome. This is my apartment.
How long do you live here already?
Well, I've lived here for about 6 months, and that's basically when I came to Japan as well, to the language school where we studied Japanese, and I met Florian here.
Was there any negative experiences so far with neighbors or like people here?
To be honest, I mean, Japanese are pretty shy, so I kind of feel like I'm usually the loudest one in this apartment building. So, however, I have not whatsoever gotten any complaints or anything like that.
That's pretty good. Do you party here?
I do not party here, but sometimes I mean I have a TV which can be a little bit loud sometimes, and usually things like that, playing video games, kind of shouting, stuff like that, but it's fine.
Do you want to introduce us a little bit to your room? Like, what do you do here? Like, what is going on? Where's all the stuff?
Yeah, so as you can see, the apartment is very small, so I had to, you know, Tetris my way through all the furniture. So usually the things that I got through, sorry.
Random call!
Yeah. Usually like the things that came with the apartment was very basic, like this chair, this desk, sofa wasn't here, TV stuff wasn't here. Maybe I got like the small you know, clothes containers and the shelves.
Das guy there.
Yeah.
That's all my stuff. Das ist übrigens all mein Zeug. Ich bin irgendwie nicht dazu gekommen, das wegzuräumen. Es tut mir leid, Leute. Es liegt jetzt einfach da.
But at least it also includes, for example, the fridge and microwave. Usually those kind of things come with a standard apartment, as I've understood it. At least if it's semi-furnished.
Yeah.
And a very small kitchen as well. Usually you only get one gas stove, because Japanese thinks having an oven is something only for the rich.
Okay, so you basically live with your microwave right here, and what do you have? You have like this little gas cooker. This is gas powered. Wow.
Yeah, everything here is gas powered. Induction cooking here in Japan it's not really everywhere, so people use mostly gas. Sorry for the kitanai.
No, that's pretty good. Actually, you can buy those ones in Japan. It's very easy to just clean up.
Yeah.
After you just take it, throw away, and then you put a new one.
Exactly.
But they're pretty lasting, so actually they're pretty good.
Well, no, I basically tried to fit everything I could as best as I could. As you can see, too many things.
Yeah.
Don't hoard if you're going to Japan, I'm just telling you that. But usually, if you got a, you know, Tetris mind like me, you can usually fit everything in. For example, like, how do I sleep? Where the fuck do you sleep? I actually use this futon, which was easier for me. They actually had a bed here instead of the sofa. However, I felt like the bed took up the majority of the space.
Yeah.
And if I wanted a TV, you know, I didn't want to sit on the bed and things like that. I wanted a sofa, you know, a small little chill corner. Yeah. And that meant I actually had to invest in a futon. They work. They do, and you can easily store them away. Sure, it's not the perfect solution. It stands and takes up some space here, but it works.
What about the area? You're pretty close to a big temple right here, and like, how's the area? Is it loud? Is it like silent enough to sleep and everything?
I was very surprised that I actually gotten to live near Higashi Hongaji Temple, which is kind of a big thing in Kyoto.
It is.
I expected it to be more expensive and things like that, for example, but not really, according to my budgets at least. The area itself is very quiet. the thing that's unfortunate with at least Japanese living standard, they have basically no insulation. So usually, you know, if you have a road outside that has some cars, you're going to hear them at night. I mean, it's not super annoying, but if you kind of, you know, listen, you will notice it. Otherwise, the neighborhood in itself, usually I have never heard like parties, you know, drunk people or people shouting, doing bad things. Nothing like that. It's a very quiet neighborhood, actually.
We can see it from here, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, you can technically see the neighbors. That's pretty fun. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. Like, you can see the mountainsides. I mean, right there somewhere. And technically, you can see your neighbors.
If I want to spy, I can.
And the street is right down there. But not too bad, to be honest. Not too bad. Like, how much do you pay for it?
Yeah, well, for me, I pay, like, for the rent only, that's 43,000 yen. And for me, coming from Sweden, that's pretty cheap-ish. I mean, it's also a very small apartment. This is only 14 square meters. So you can see, I mean, everything's very compact.
Do you mind if we check your bathroom / shower?
Absolutely, go ahead. I've showered recently, so it's wet, but it's probably fine.
Okay. Ihr müsst wissen, dass Billys Badezimmer eins von diesen ganz speziellen japanischen Badezimmern ist, wo Bad / Toilette / Duschraum alles in einer Kabine ist, die sozusagen wasserfest ist. Ich selbst habe auch schon in so einer Art Apartment gelebt, aber ihr seht ja, dass Billy relativ bepackt ist. Der hat auch ein paar Muckis und für den ist es manchmal gar nicht so einfach, in so einem Apartment, in so einer kleinen Badewanne überhaupt irgendwas zu machen. Let's check that monster out. Where is that? This and this? Oh, that was the wrong one.
This for the ventilation.
Yeah, I mean, not too bad. That's this little thing. That's the little chamber, the washing chamber.
Exactly. It's, I was very surprised by the, I mean, in Sweden we basically have kind of larger bathrooms, you know. Usually this is a, you know, in Sweden this would be a toilet only, but here they smash everything in all at once, which was for me very surprising.
Jetzt haben wir ja eine Menge über das Apartment gehört. Was mich natürlich jetzt noch interessiert ist, sind die Gaskosten und die Wasserkosten eigentlich im Preis mit drinne. Wird Billy dieses Apartment anderen Leuten empfehlen und wie hat er das Apartment eigentlich überhaupt gefunden? So, like, how did you find this apartment actually?
Well, for me it was pretty simple. When I chose this language school, they actually have it in their process that they will actually recommend you a list of apartments. So I don't know if my language school was in collaboration with those companies or not, but basically the school gave me a list like, okay, these are the places you can search from, and they will also help you go for an apartment.
Is the gas and the water costs included in the price you said, or does it come extra?
It is not included. The thing in Japan is that almost never anything, nothing is included. Usually rare things like Airbnbs and things like that already have those costs covered in because they charge, you know, a little bit steeper price. But here it's not included.
So what's the total for you?
I guess it would be around, so my rent was 43, so I guess it would be 46.
46, not too bad. Is Wi-Fi included there?
Actually, Wi-Fi is included here.
Pretty good.
Which, yeah, well, I was pretty surprised by that. And the speeds are, I mean, it's not like 300 megabytes per second, but it's like 50 if you use a cable, that is. The Wi-Fi itself, I mean, could be better.
But you survive on it.
I definitely survive on it.
Would you recommend this kind of apartment? And if you could choose a new one, would you change?
That's a hard question, really. The thing is, like, this apartment is good. However, it has some faults, you know. Usually all the Japanese apartments, bad insulation. Usually cheap apartment, older apartment like this, you can usually see it, for example, in the flooring and sometimes on, you know, the walls, you know. For example, I noticed when it was raining a lot here, which it does in Japan, I noticed that a lot of the paint started to bubble up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, it might be just bad timing, but I think people might run into those kind of problems a lot here. But I still think I would recommend it. It's pretty cheap, at least right now, and at least this place has included Wi-Fi. And if you want to live here for a year, it definitely works. If you're not the type that absolutely needs large spaces, then I think this works.
Also Leute, für relativ wenig Geld kann man auch in der Weltstadt Kyoto durchaus ein Apartment bekommen. Wenn man das Glück hat wie Billy, dass man über so eine Sprachschule sogar noch eine Connection herstellen kann, dann kann man relativ einfach auch eine Wohnung finden. Ich selbst lebe ja seit 2 Jahren in einem Airbnb, weil ich dann einen sehr guten Preis geschossen habe. Aber ihr seht, alles ist möglich. Also Freunde, wenn ihr mal in Kyoto leben wollt, dann schaut euch gerne um, stellt mir auch gerne Fragen, schreibt gerne was in die Kommentare, abonniert natürlich auch gerne den Kanal, wenn ihr das noch nicht gemacht habt. Und ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns im nächsten Video. Macht's gut, haut rein. Ciao.